Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it's time for another Bulgarian workout, and it's Monday, so a little bit of PRs happening, ones that are already programmed. But yeah, I put up the footage earlier, obviously the squat, and there was some scuttlebutt, but again, people I trust have looked at it, everything's good. It's not perfect, there's things that I need to keep working on with my squat, but you know what, we got our PR, we got our 485. Now, some people are like, why are you wearing these singlets? Guys, I'm wearing singlets for a reason. It's not just to show the junk in my trunk. But it's because singlets allow for the trained eye to see certain things. And you know what, guys? I'm not always objective with myself. None of us are. I have multiple coaches, friends, powerlifters, powerlifting judges who do watch some of this, and I get some feedback from them. Doesn't mean that I take feedback from the peanut gallery, because no offense, but I don't know who a lot of you guys are, and that's okay. I don't know what some of your experience is with training and the big lifts and all this stuff. But I do have people who I know, respect, friends, things like that, who do look at some of this and give me feedback. And wearing the singlets makes it better. And it helps me to be better. And if I do better and improve, then, you know, you guys are with me on the journey. You can see the adjustments and things that I make over time. And maybe we can all learn stuff from it. You know, that's the beauty of it. Yeah, I'm doing the training for myself. Yes, I'm getting stronger, rebuilding my base again, but it doesn't mean other people can't benefit from it. But yeah, the singlets are there so that we can see that. And yeah, it's not always the most flattering when you're not super lean, you know, and that's okay. It serves its purpose. So yeah, the elbow pain, bicep pain, mainly it's bicep, is gone today. It's gone. It's felt minorly irritated, but not painful. That means we're on the right track. Now, I do need to get those elbows down more. I have to keep doing the mobility work. I have to. It's not optional. I'm too old to put this stuff off. All right, guys, I'm going to be honest there. I'm too damn old. I have to do it. Last week was definitely a wake-up call on that. I have to get that squat down. Now, the problem I'm having with the elbows down, I'm not getting as tight as I would like up top, but, you know, we'll get it sorted. Practice, 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 guys. Practice. All these little things, the little things that you know that you need to correct, you've got to practice them until they become habit. Like for me, notice I kept having to pull my elbows back down. We get back here, elbows had to come back down. Now, some people are like, that's a grinder, that's RP10. No, it's not, guys. It's a 2.2 second. Was it heavy? Yeah. Yeah, it was heavy. And yes, for people asking, did I hit depth? I took a screenshot of me at the bottom. I'm down there so briefly because I'm trying to use a stretch reflex again, that it's so brief, but it would pass in comp. We're good. Now, will I work on getting deeper again once I'm settled in with a new weight? Probably. When I'm going to get to 500, we'll work on it. I'd like to get another inch or so deeper with the heavier weights, and once I stop trying to progress all the time, we can settle in on maybe getting a hair deeper and all of that, and that's okay, especially with some of that back off work later. Because the back off work's coming, guys. I'm going to have to start doing it. Probably around the time I get to 500. You know, we've gone from 405 every day, started filming it with 435 every day, which I started filming the first week of 435 every day. Now we're up to 485. It's coming along. I'm having to microload now, 2.5 pounds a week. We'll get there. And when I get to about the 500, this progression is probably going to come to a screeching halt. I'm going to have to do back off work, just like I've started doing on the overhead press, and that's okay. It's okay. You do what you got to do. You know, we can talk a lot about programming back off work, and there's going to be a lot of that coming up. I'll talk about a little bit of it on the overhead press. Bench press today. Did my normal, my 317.5 close grip. You know, what's kind of funny, I do see some people trying to compare this to other people, and it's like, guys, this is my training numbers. This is not a meat bench press. I'm sorry, guys. This is not what I would be using for technique in a comp. All right, this is my training numbers. I'm using it to rebuild strength. I predict it's going to take me about another year to get to a respectable bench press, right? Another year of rebuilding, you know? And I think that's fair, guys. That's fair. That's what it's going to take. I quit benching for 2 years. Well, guess what? I lost a lot of strength. And I wasn't happy with my bench back then. You know, I mean, when I got back into powerlifting and did my meets, my bench was atrocious. Needed work. I beat guys in comps, though, who out-benched me by 20 plus kilos. I still beat them, took their medals. My bench is going to need a lot of work, and that's okay. I accept that. But you rebuild the bench by rebuilding your strength. I'm rebuilding my strength with close grip, very minimal arch, almost no arch, no leg drive. And as I get this strength up on this, and that'll include having to add back off work, we'll eventually go over to a more traditional bench press. But I've got a lot of base building to do, guys. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done there. Just like I've got to continue to lose body fat. I've got to get leaner, and that's coming along. And I'm not even worried about that because the scale's slowly coming down. People are like, oh man, how's it? It's going to take me a while. I'm trying to gain strength while losing weight and fat. I can't do a rapid cut. Now I'm down 15. We're down 3 since the DEXA scan. And so what? If the next DEXA scan rolls around, I'm going to do one every 90 days for you guys. If I've only lost 8, 9, 10 pounds of body weight, but I gain a small amount of muscle, that's progress. Because, you know, what happens if we do that 3 times in a row? What happens if I lose 10 pounds every 90 days and gain, I don't know, if I could gain a pound of muscle, a half a pound? It means my strength's going to go up, my muscle's going to go up, my body composition is going to improve, and I'll be down 30 pounds at that point. That's fine. I'm okay with that. So, but yeah, I'm down 3 pounds in, 3.5 weeks? That's a little slow. I can live with that because I'm gaining strength. It's all good, guys, because this is a long-term project. It's going to take me a while to get my strength where I want it. It's going to take me a while to get my body fat where I want it. You know, you've got to just stick to the process. It's about consistency, guys. All of this, everything related to fitness and sports and everything else, guys, it's about playing a long game. It really is, and I've gotten old enough, I've learned that. We went up 10 pounds on the deficit deadlift today. The hook grip didn't hurt any worse. Like, this is going really good. I'm really, really happy with the way the hook grip's coming along. Now, I'm going to rebuild this gradual because I'm going to do hook grip on every rep. I'm doing additional grip work, but the deficit pull, we're going to go up 10 pounds every week. Now, you guys noticed I didn't keep my neck neutral. Bad. I'm going to work on that because I've adjusted my technique and my position. It looked really good last week. Today, it looked like garbage. And it wasn't the rest of my technique. It was just my neutral neck. All right. And now that I'm aware of it and can see it, I can fix it. And, you know, guys, that's the beauty of filming yourself. This is something I would recommend all of you do. Start filming some of your training. It will allow you to assess what's wrong. I mean, just like right there, a little minor thing on the deadlift, but how much could that cost me down the road? If I get into that bad habit, right now, when I'm completely rebuilding my deadlift technique, what's going to happen? All right, it's going to be bad. So by filming it, I can see what's going on and we can fix it. Rows, I'll probably micro-load them a little bit. And yes, I'm aware these aren't super strict pin leg rows. I don't intend them to be. I'm just rowing from the floor. Yes, there's a little bit of body English. It's not a lot, but it's there. If I was calling it a strict pin leg row, by the way, you guys would have every right to be like, I don't know, it's slightly sloppy, bro. And you'd be right. I'm not worried about it. I see guys like Dr. Deadlift uses a little bit of cheat in his rows, so I'm not worried about me using almost none, just a little bit. That's fine. I'll micro-load it, though. We'll either increase volume. I will probably start adding weight slowly, like 2.5 pounds a week to the rows, so that we get some progressive overload and get better at them, because they're going to help my grip. They're going to help my traps, rear delts, everything. They're an important lift right now for just building certain aspects of my middle and upper back and shoulder girdle and grip. So they're really valuable. Pressing, I'm happy with it today. You know, me taking the time to say, okay, look, guys, 225 every day is too slow. It's too heavy for my daily minimum. Yes, I can do it 4 days in a row, up to 5 days in a row sometimes, but then I miss one. That's too heavy for a daily minimum if I'm missing a rep every week. So by taking 10 pounds off and allowing a much faster, more explosive rep, I'm going to get the same strength gains. And then I can do back off work. And that's what I'm doing. I've gone to Saturday, I went to 2 sets of 3, and I'm just doing like a 15% reduction, I think. 10, whatever. I need to redo the math. I think it's 15% from that. And doing triples. I'll micro-load this over the next couple of weeks. I'll add 2.5 pounds a week. Because honestly, the triples with this, even with the pause, doing 2 triples, it's not really that taxing. And that's okay. It will be if I increase it a little bit. So we'll start ramping it up slowly, and this should increase my press. And before long, we'll get to where the 225 is a legit daily minimum, even while the scale weight's going down. You know, it's all good. I'm losing weight slowly enough, and I have enough body fat that we can recomp, right? I can recomp still. I can gain muscle on a small caloric deficit when I'm walking around at like 22% body fat. That should be about what I'm at. So I can recomp. It's all good. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.